G'day all, Sharky's back, and today we're going to be looking at yet another Operation Monster Force figure, and this one is the Delta Red Urban Operations Trooper, and he is number 2 in the line, and I'm doing these chronologically. So, without further ado, let's rip into this vampire goodness. Now, unlike the previous review I did of the first figure in the line, which is the Declan Van Helsing figure, I haven't actually opened this one up. So he is still inside his cardboard cell, or crypt, depending on what you want to call it. Here you can have a look at the what am I talking about? The comic book panel that tells the story of how a special operations group became the vampiric Delta Red Urban Operations Troopers. But I'm not going to read all that. We'll have a little look at the figure on the back here. Operation Monster Force, of course. The cross cell, which I've shown you previously, that shows all of Season 1 of the line. And if you're unfamiliar with this character, he is in cahoots with Declan and Dracula to bring down this guy, the Forgotten King, and his Sleepwalker army. So yeah, that is it. Caution warning, Big Bad Workshop collaboration with Fresh Monkey Fiction. Booyah. That's the box. Let's open it up. Now, right off the bat, there's the figure in the plastic sleeve. We'll leave him there for now, suspended in animation. I can see that we've got, I think, pretty much everything, which wasn't the case with my first review of Declan Van Helsing, which you can go back and watch after this. If this is your first time discovering my channel, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. And I just punched my flag, as I'm prone to do in my reviews, because it's right next to where I film. And if you watch my reviews from this point on, this will be a reoccurrence, because I have long arms and I can't really do a lot about that, can I? So yeah, anyway, please feel free to hit the like button. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and all that good stuff. But let's get into all this jazz that comes with these figures, because there is a lot. So we'll start off, I'm just going to pick up things willy-nilly. These are the shoulder pauldrons, I believe, which I haven't put on before. There's a really nice paint deco on these, like if you have a close look at them, if it doesn't roll out of my hand. Just a really nice finish to the paint job. They look weathered, but at the same time, the blue looks quite metallic. I dig it. Then you have the, secondary pouch set that comes with these figures. The first one he is currently wearing there. They are removable, of course, so I might switch that out. We'll see how we go. These are the holster strap assemblies for the legs to go over the thighs. They're very easy to put on. I will demonstrate that after. This is a visor, and this goes on this helmet. So I will again show you that momentarily. One holster, very self-explanatory. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'm not going to pick up both of these and show you. I'm going to pick up one of these and show you. These are, I believe, some sort of incendiary grenades or something for killing the undead. I don't know exactly, because he has more grenades attached here, which are also removable. But more on that later. We've got a different knife to the one that comes with Declan. It's probably the same knife, but the deco on it is more in line with the blue that you see with this figure. I really like these knives. Just the attention to the detail on the handle and the blade. Just really good. Then you've got the two side arms. One is smaller than the other in terms of them being pistoleros. But as you can see, they do look quite nice. And they've really leaned into this blue metallic for this release. Then we have the sheath of the knife. Might as well just go and throw that together now. Whooshka. Dunzo. I believe these are for the arms. Some sort of elbow pads, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to have a closer look at that. Haven't seen these before or played around with them. So there you go. I don't recall them coming with the Night Ops version of this figure. I could be wrong. Maybe I just didn't bother with them, because that is also possible when I opened it up, because I'm yet to review that one yet. I've just been fiddle-arsing around with it. Now, I've shown these before in the previous review. They are pouches. You can slot magazines into these ones or the radios that these figures come with. I'll show you that in a second. The other one, not so much. It is just a sealed little pouch. And said radio, which are very, very small and quite, I don't believe, very, what's the word I'm looking for? I would say that these are easily broken over time, especially the antenna part. So just be very careful with them. Like so. And just push them in. That's what I like to do. Two magazines. Again, if you haven't seen these, they do have a bullet displayed in the mag, which is a nice touch. Boom. Blast effects. 3 of those. 1 gravestone, which says Operation Monsterforce, funnily enough, and Delta Red on it, which doubles as a display piece or a stand for your figure, which is a nice thing to have, considering I don't have the one for Declan. Anyway, let's get this figure out of this plastic and have a muck around with him. So we'll start with the face sculpt. And I don't know about you, but these vampire heads look amazing. So gnarly. Just the expression on the face, the deco, like he's got a bit of a dirty kind of bit going on here on the side of his head. It could also be where he's had the fade shaved in, which goes all the way to the back. Very slick cut. And those fangs. Head can look quite down on this one, which is pretty cool. And he can go all the way up as he looks at the moon and the stars. Good rotation there, good rotation there. But of course, these figures come with extra heads, don't they? Not 1, not 2, but 3. We'll whip this one off and have a look at those. And that's very simple to do. Just pop it off like so. Bang it on the neck joint. And shoot. Doesn't want to clip into that place very much, but it is on. Now, I was a little apprehensive about this head sculpt, but it actually looks pretty damn good when I put it on the figure. It is tough. It is gnarly. I'm going to leave that on there for now. We'll look at the other one in a minute. Anyway, let's go into a T-pose. No problems there whatsoever. Again, they have a little bit of the squinky joint going on here in the butterfly. Well, this shoulder's a bit stiff, but this will work its way over time. That's just how these figures are. Arm swivel here, arm swivel here. Elbow joint there is good. Double pin on both sides. Did I say pin? I should have meant pinless. Beg your pardon. It is very warm in this room at the moment while I record this. It's hot as hell today. 37 degrees Celsius. whatever that is in Fahrenheit. It's bloody hot. As I mentioned earlier, these grenades can come off here. You just could twist them out and they'll pop off like so. Boom, boom. And that's where you can obviously plug in something like the radio I showed you just before, which I might take back off and put the grenades back on. I don't like that there. I like weapons to be on my Monster Force figures before they go into battle. It's a nice green deco on this vest, which is the same as the one that comes with Declan, I believe. Look at it from the back. These are of course removable, as I mentioned. You just have to undo the mushroom clip right here. You can take this off when you take the head off. It's very simple. Have a look at the legs. No issues there whatsoever. Nope, no problems there at all. These knee pads are bloody rock solid. Look at these bad boys. It'll be interesting to see how well he balances on those. He also comes with this belt here, which is just like the other belt. It is removable as well. So let's pop another head on him. Now, this of course is the red masked version. Now, I do like this, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I feel like it's a bit too ostentatious maybe for my liking. So I'm going to whip this off and show you how the other one goes on. So we just take that off and you can see here that there's two little pins here and you just line them up. It's very easy to do, pretty much. Once you get it in the right spot, bang, you should hear a little clip, bang, and that's on. And that is a look at it with the other visor, which, see what I mean? It's more subtle. But yeah, a nasty pasty if ever you saw one. We'll have a look at his assault rifle. It is, of course, straight. No issues there. The mag does come out. Again, bullet loaded into the mag. And these ones stay in quite well. Not even have to really push it in. It's not coming out. You can even hear that these are quite sturdy. No gumminess at all. So I went ahead and put one of these shoulder armor plates on, and they go on very easy. I will show you. There is nothing to it. Just get them this way around, and then just bang it on up there until it's in the spot that you want it, and that's it. Looks like he is tactically ready to take on the undead. And once those are on, there's no issues getting the arms up. They just sort of sit there. So that's not a problem at all. You can get him into different poses. That's if you want to keep them on. Now, I believe these are wristbands. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them, so I'll probably not be bothering with them, but there's a look at one of them on. Just take it off. I feel like that's a little bit more streamlined without them. But that's a good thing about Monster Force. You can do whatever the heck you want with these figures. I should mention that you also get extra hands. You get the grabby McGrabby hands. You get a pair of the trigger hands, and then you get a pair of the punching hands on top of the C grip hands. So 4 in total, which is plenty. Now I took the liberty of putting on one of these holster straps and did not have a single issue going over the leg there. I'll see if I can quickly do the other one here. It should just slide over. That's what the other one did. Of course, you don't have to put both of these on if you don't want to, but I'm going to, because when you're doing urban operations, you need stuff, and we like stuff, don't we? Now, if you're watching this review, thank you. It is the first of many Monster Force reviews to come. And when you're done watching this review, if I could get you to head over to my community channel, and you'll see my second last post was about the 2024 Nerdy Awards. Go and vote for me for Rookie of the Year Toy Tuber. It'll only take you a few minutes. I'd really appreciate it. I'm not an actual nominee. You have to go to the other section of that category and type in Shark Eyes Toy View. And you can vote for a bunch of other things while you're there as well. Please do that for me. If not, I'm going to send a bunch of emus around the house to kick your toilet door down. That's not a threat, it's a promise. Seriously though, that would be much appreciated, guys. It's not something that I've really clamored to try and win, but it is something that I think would be cool to achieve. And I like to achieve different things. Now you just would have noticed how easy that was to pop the hand in and out. This figure has not been heated up in any way, shape or form. It is fresh out of the packet, which is great. You don't have any problem really getting things onto the figure or in hand. So there's a look with this assault rifle and across the arms. Let's see if we can get him in a firing position with all this gear on his chest and shoulders. It's a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky. Oh, I just bent the sight on that gun, that's not good. His hand's being a little bit tight. Anyway, we'll pop it in there for now. I think it's going to be a bit problematic with these on, and probably the grenades here and here. There you go. That's with the grenades taken off. You can see that he is looking quite pretty much down the sight. I can probably even tuck it in a fraction more if I wanted to, even with these on. So that's cool. Something I just discovered is that you can actually take this chest plate off. That's new. I did not know that. That is, see, this is the awesome thing about toys. You keep playing with them, the more you find out. So you can take that off and put something else on there. What that would be, I guess, well, you could fit the radio in there maybe, but I don't know if that would be a good fit. I guess you could pop one of these other little pouches on there, but it's a bit, hang on, it's a bit naff, isn't it? Let's see what it looks like up there. I mean, you could, I probably wouldn't bother, but I guess it is an option. Maybe you could move the grenades over there, but that would look a bit unbalanced. Personally, I think just having the plate on there is the way I'm gonna go with it. It just seems more logical, except it doesn't want to stay in there now, which is awesome. Let me have a look. So I just had to pull the vest forward a bit and push it into place, and it seems like it's not going anywhere, but just something to keep an eye on. It could also be the heat that's causing it to loosen up. As I said, it is warm in here, so that is a possibility. But let's pop him down here and compare him to a couple of other different figures. Alright, so we've got him with classified Shockwave over here and the classified Cobra Infantry Trooper over there. I went for a blue theme and, you know, kind of like an urban assault theme. So, you know, you can see that you could pair him with your Cobra Legions and he would be a pretty good fit. And you could also take that head off, pop that head on and pair him with Shockwave and have him as like a SWAT team member. You could just get rid of a few things if you wanted and boom, away you go. So yeah, I like the options there. Again, options. But let's look at him now with some Monster Force figures. So here you can see him with Declan Van Helsing on the left, and on the right you've got the other Delta Red, the Night Ops figure, which I am extremely fond of. But I'm really warming up to this one too. Look at these figures together. If you look at these and you don't think these aren't good, then look, man, I don't know what to tell you. They look amazing. And yeah, I'm continually blown away more and more by this line with each figure that I open. That's it, gang. That is the Delta Red Urban Ops Trooper. What do you guys think? Have you ordered him? Do you already have him? Is he a figure that you would like to have in your collections? Or are you like, I'm happy to pass on him, but cherry pick from the line? Let me know in the comments. I'm all about hearing from other fans of Monster Force. And let me just say, if you haven't got at least one of these figures yet, just get one. Just give one a bash, because you will be pleasantly surprised. I'm here to tell you. I'm not trying to drum things up and drum up sales for the company or anything like that. I'm just giving you my honest opinion on the figure. If you enjoyed the review, please feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't like the review, well, look, I can't bloody help you, can I? But if you're also new to the channel, like I did mention earlier, please subscribe. It does help. All this kind of stuff helps with the algorithm and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, I'm all about community with my channel. You know, so if you've got questions or you got feedback, just let me know. If you think I'm a dickhead, let me know. If there's something I got wrong, let me know. I am not afraid to take all comments head on. Anyway, gonna wrap this up. Look after yourselves. Play with your toys. Don't forget, say hi to your dogs for me. Have a cracker day.